All right, so there's the questions.
Yeah.
Have you had any problems with this stuff at all at this point?
Well, the 10 and all the 10, the cosine and the sine, it's pretty good with me. Triangles, that too.
Given the following triangles, solve for the unknown pieces. Alright, that's not so hard. It's more of a pain in the neck than anything. I hate those word problems. Yeah, this stuff's all pretty simple enough.
Yeah, which one? Number 3?
Number 1's not so bad. Number 2 is not so bad. It takes some time, but it's not so bad. I mean, you already,
Yeah, number 1 and 2 is like pretty straightforward. Just calculating, finding the angles.
Yeah, angles or sides.
Mm-hmm.
Which isn't as bad as I think, especially since it's like for number 2, first part 2 of number 2, you multiply the hypotenuse by, I think, cosine for A, sine for B, and that'll get you both of the answers there.
Yeah.
In our day and age, cell phone towers are a common sight. Due to the height of cell phone towers and high winds, are stabilized by anchoring the tower to the ground using guy wires. That would have been nice to know to have in the homework. All right. Begin by drawing a picture of this scenario. Of course, it will be a right angle where the cell phone tower and ground meet. What question would you like to have answered and could be answered from the right triangle? No, I don't have any questions to answer. The angle of elevation is between the guy wire and the horizontal line formed by the ground. The angle specified can vary, but for this problem, assume the angle of elevation is 32 degrees. So that's the angle. Okay. The height of the cell phone tower averages between 100 to 120. For example, let our cell phone tower be 125 feet. Okay. So that gives us the opposite side, which is the Y. How long is the guy wire? This becomes interesting. Near Sister Amor. Okay. So, do you know how to do this stuff? Leo? Yeah, your face stopped moving. Poor Leo. Let's see what I get real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that you're back, Leo.
Wait, what?
You disappeared on me.
Just cut off.
Yeah. So you need to find the guide wire, which is 125 over hypotenuse over x equals the sine of 32, right? Well, so I got this fun little cheat sheet to help.
Off? Oh, yeah, you got it now.
Yeah, putting that up right now.
Yeah.
So you're the opposite, and we want to find the hypotenuse, so that becomes 32 degrees over x equals sine of 32. Well, it's 125. Okay. So then you multiply x. So you get 125 divided by sine of 32. All right?
Divided by sine 22?
Of 32. Because the angle of ascent is 32 degrees.
Right.
So you get about 235 feet or 236 feet-ish.
Yeah, 236.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Near Sister Omar's home, a teacher in the BYU math department. The cell phone tower is located 210 feet from the edge of the road. Would the above cell phone tower work in this location? Yeah, it'd work.
Wait, what? You cut off a bit.
Okay, so can you see the problem we're working on number
Yeah.
3 there? Yeah. So the question is
The
last part there, does the cell phone tower described fit in this location?
What did you say? I would think it. I would say yes.
Yeah, because 125 squared plus x squared equals 236 squared. So you're left with kicks and giggles 36. Oh, oops. Squared. Yeah, it's 200 feet. Really?
No space.
Yeah. Guess it does. Yeah, it still fits, just barely though.
Yeah.
Okay, a common question that can be answered through right triangle trigonometry is the height of an object. In many towns in the United States, you can find a water tower. This is what the water tower looks like in Rexburg, Idaho. No,
I've never seen that.
I don't even live there, so. You would like to know the height of the tower. I could just look it up on Google. No, the following data is fictional. So you begin by walking away from the tower for some distance and measure the angle of elevation to be 23.5 degrees. How did you do that? You walk another 50 feet and measure the angle to be the angle of elevation again, and it is 19.5 degrees. Height h for the unknown and the initial distance you walked as x. That didn't give us much to work with, did it?
Yeah, I'm checking there right now.
Give me a second to figure this out in my head. That doesn't make any sense. How does that work? Cheat sheet, come here.
Right?
Hmm?
Hello?
Yeah, what was that?
So they give us like 2 angles in it, right?
Yeah.
So drop a triangle.
They gave us the difference between them, not the full.
Oh, the difference between the 2 angles.
Yeah. So it looks something like this. Go move this over here because I'm not actually looking at you people. Yeah, ugly. Just kidding. So we have 19 degrees. Okay, 19.5 degrees. 23.5 degrees. Um,
Right.
they didn't give us enough information, did they?
It would work since they give us like the angles, and then. Hold on, let me check something real quick.
Okay. They only gave us. We're gonna hate how they do this. Okay. I'm trying to think here. Sine of. Screw it. Just got to look at this and see how they did it.
I think they. It's kind of hard to find out with just the 2 angles.
Mm-hmm.
Distance between the angles.
Seriously, that worked?
Wait.
Man, you walked forever to get those angles. That is a ton of work. I mean, it makes sense now that I'm looking at it, but that is a ton of work. It's kind of like those, what is it called, problems? I think I could do it now. I think I could do it later, but that is a lot of work. Why didn't you just pay attention to the distance you walked at X? You know?
Figure out a way.
It's right there. That's the red part on the screen.
Oh, that's the answer key.
Yeah, it's the answer key because I was like, I didn't know. And it makes sense now that I'm looking at it. But that is a whole crap ton of work.
That's the answer.
Problem. That's what that is. Sorry. That is a not nice problem. Very not nice problem. Does that make sense to you though, or anything?
Well, not completely. Well, in the MATLAB, so I'm getting a lot of help with it.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I knew that was what it was going to be. I was just like, that's way too many variables to have in one freaking equation. But I see what they did. They made them both equal to h, because h is going to equal h. And so then they put the x factors across from each other. So you get x times tangent of 23.5 equals x of tangent 19.5 plus 50 tangent of 19.5. So then you can pull out the... Huh? So then they moved the common items together, factored out the x, and then divided all of that, and you just get that's a lot of work. Putting that into a calculator would be obnoxious. You're muted.
Sorry about that.
I'll go back. Do we need to go over anything else, though?
Technically, no, I'm good, but I'm good with a lot of, like, all the signs attention, like coincidence, signs. I'm just working on getting my back up because it's kind of new, so I'll lab every day, getting some help with that.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I got a question for you, man. Did you know a lot of this stuff before? Because you got like 100 on, like 95 on the last exam.
I can't hear you. You might want to just type it out so I can try to see it. What you're saying.
I'll just text you the messages.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and stop the broadcasting because I mean, with only you and I here, I mean I think we're good. So.